Hi everyone, I'm Glindsay. I have Bevan with me here.
Hi everyone.
We're just gonna do a Canadian trivia because we're celebrating Canada Day soon. So getting into our presentation that we have for you. Do you know who this is?
This, of course, is our first Governor, Lieutenant Governor General of Canada. His name is John Graves Simcoe. And he also was a part of abolishing slavery in Canada.
Okay. But moving on to the second one, we have another picture. Do you know who this is?
Well, that is Mary Chad Kerley, and she was an activist of Canada as well as a publisher, and she was also a part of the immigration of Canada for black people, I should say.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So the next one is the British Parliament. So on July 1st, 1867, the British North American Act was passed. And initially we knew it as Dominion Day, and now we have it as Canadian Day. So it's right. Canada Day.
Canada Day.
All right. We pull out a few interesting facts about what Canada is famous for. We have Niagara Falls, maple syrup, ice hockey. We have beautiful Toronto, our city. We have Ottawa, Northern Lights, some of the most beautiful things you can see in Canada. So we just like to elaborate a little on the interesting or famous things that we find in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
So we have Niagara Falls.
And I will tell you a little bit about Niagara Falls. As we all know, I hope that Niagara Falls is the #1 capital of the world for honeymooners, right?
Mm-hmm.
People from all over the world also come to Niagara Falls. The first place they want to visit when they come to Canada is Niagara Falls. Also, if we know that it is like a horseshoe, it's shaped like a horseshoe, you have the United States part, and then you have the Canadian part. And of course, they say the Canadian part is the most beautiful part of it.
Okay.
Hockey in Canada as well is our one of our sports, but it's not our national sports. It is our winter national sport.
Okay.
Lacrosse actually is our summer national sports. Just in case you didn't know, I just wanted you to know that. And we haven't won our Toronto hockey yet. And I'm hoping that we will one day
Win it.
I hope we win it.
Okay, Toronto. It's the city we live in. Toronto is the most beautiful city here in Ontario.
It is.
I love Toronto. I'm pretty sure you love Toronto too. It has a lot of tourists that come in. We have over 3 million people that visit Toronto. The city of Toronto only attracting various kind of tourists all over the world.
Mm.
Moving on, we have the CN Tower. So the CN Tower is one of the most beautiful concrete structures that you will see here in Toronto. It is almost 555.3 meters high. So it's a really tall structure, and it was built in 1976.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's one of the most attractive tourist spots that we have in Toronto too.
Oh, cultures in Canada. Isn't that beautiful? What a beautiful picture that we have here.
Yeah.
And if you can, I don't know if you can see the pictures, but you have people from all walks of life that, come to live in Canada and work in Canada. It's very diverse, people melt. It's like a melting pot for people from all over the world that are in our country. Isn't that beautiful though? It's gorgeous.
Okay. We have Ottawa. Ottawa is the capital city of Canada, and we have the Parliament Hill there, where most of our major decision making for the country is done in Ottawa. We have the Northern Lights. So let me tell you something. The Northern Lights are the most beautiful. It's the most beautiful scenery you can possibly see. I think everyone should visit that at least once in their life.
Mm-hmm.
It is so beautiful. You can see it at Edmonton, Alberta, places in Thunder Bay. It's mostly up north in Canada, and it's beautiful. Okay, and here we have the Canada flag. So in the Canadian flag, we have the maple leaf, which is in the center. We have 11 pointed leaf tips on that one maple leaf. It is red and it has a white border with 2 sidebars of red. So the red in the flag represents prosperity, and the white in the flag represents peace and equality.
As we have here.
As we have here in Canada. Okay.
Oh, let me talk about the maple syrup. Now, did you know that the maple syrup was manufactured by the Indigenous people of Canada? That's right. And we love maple syrup on our pancakes. We love it if we have apple pie. For those of us that doesn't know, when you have your apple pie, you can drizzle some of your maple syrup on your apple pie. There's 2 main factor about apple pie, maple syrup, I'm sorry. How to make it is, 1, they drill a hole actually into the maple tree and have the sap slowly drain out. After they've done that, they would put the sap to boil, and once it's boiled, it becomes this thick syrup. And that's how you would have your maple syrup.
Okay, yes.
Poutine. Oh, don't I love it? Oh, I do. But I gotta tell you this, that it was served in the White House in 2016. So, our Prime Minister brought it to the United States. It's one of our favorite food to eat is our poutine. That's right. Now we're going to be talking a little bit about our Indigenous people. Now, June 21st is considered to be the National Indigenous Peoples Day, for those, some of us don't know that. And to know that they have over 350 different languages. Isn't that amazing? For them, there is also over 200 to 300,000 indigenous people, but some people said maybe 2.5. But you know, they're part of our history. Beautiful costumes that they wear. I just love it. Such vibrant colors, isn't it? So here we are. The Hudson Bay Company is also a part of our heritage. As we know, it's over 350 years old. The Hudson Bay also was part of the fur trading in the 1700s back then.
All right, let's talk a little about the telegram. Toronto, Hamilton, Niagara, St. Catharines Telegram Company was established as the first telegram company in Canada. So it was opened in 1846 from Toronto to Hamilton. So the telegram profoundly altered the how 19th century life worked. Yeah, it was one of the most important modes of communication at that time.
Yeah, that's true. Wow.
Speaking about the new flag and the transitioning into from the old to the new, so it was approved by the Senate on 17th of December. Like I was saying, with the old flag, with the new flag, it has 11 tips. The old flag, if you can see in the picture, had 13 tips. And then the new one was adopted with 11 tips in the maple leaf. It officially flew for the first time on 15th of February in 1965.
All right, here comes the end of our program. I do hope you enjoy it, and happy Canada Day to everyone out there. Bye for now.
Happy Canada Day. Bye.
Bye.